So it's 15:31 p.m. I forgot to mention the time beforehand for the BioShock book. So, comic from 2011. We have Terminator, Robocop, Kill Human. So there is the front, there is the back. Kind of surprised there's no synopsis. That's interesting. It makes it more mysterious. This came from Plainfield Public Library District out of Illinois. Yeah, pretty cool stuff from Dynamite Comics. And 1 second. Oops, the other one. There we go. Alright, so here's my thoughts on this comic. So I liked it, and it was bleak. It's really good. It's a spin-off of T2 where Robo goes back to stop Skynet by recruiting a young Dick Jones who makes OCP early to combat Skynet. Cool stuff, right? Only it doesn't go according to Murphy's plan, but in the end, Murphy traps Dick, T-1000, and T-800 in acid water aboard a naval ship after Sarah and John Connor die at the hands of T-1000. Yeah, this was wild. This was a wild fucking story. I heard about this from the Terminator podcast I did a few weeks back with Jacked Up Review. Yeah. That was crazy. It was fun, though. And most of them said it was a shitty story, highlighting the acid part. So, yeah, I got spoiled on it. But usually, if you notice people highlighting the negative aspect, usually the rest of the story is pretty damn good. Am I mad about it? No. Is it a bad story at all? I enjoyed it. I had a great time with it. It's not as strong as the first crossover. I'll give it that. You got Murphy going to say, "Motherfuckers!" I mean, that's some damning shit. But I get that, though. Like, that's some real pain right there. Like, shit. But having a T2 tie-in is pretty gnarly. I give it a 7.4 out of 10. Like, the art's great. So damn good. It's unique in the Robocop Terminator crossovers, but could have had more, I guess. I mean, I like how it picks up right after the T-1000, so that's smart. It's really good. And as a whole, this does add to both the Terminator and Robocop franchises as well. I did like the fact of how Robocop was in the museum when Lauren found him. Yeah. Because it shows that, it's been generations and shit since he was around. The artwork's cool and reminds me of what Freddie Williams III, or it might be second, would do in He-Man Thundercats just a few years later. I think it was like 2014 or so. I'm actually surprised there hasn't been a Robocop, Terminator, Transformers, Back to the Future crossover yet. Seriously, the ramifications of that would be fucking cool. Like when I saw that, I was like, oh, okay. But then it gets even darker. I'm like, oh, that's nice. It's a good outing from Dynamite Comics, that's for sure. The fast pace really makes time go by fast. I finished this in 17 minutes. Yeah, I did. I finished it in 17 minutes. I kind of want that bot. That's a new record for me. Because my previous record was 21 minutes with the Nightbreed comic. There's John Connor's death twice now. So, there's a cover gallery. But if you don't like Dynamite, you hate Robocop, you hate Terminator, you hate everything in this comic, it's not for you. But if you happen to enjoy your crossovers, you happen to enjoy the dynamics of them, it's something to check out. Try it for yourself. I have this. I'm going to be reading that to see how that goes. I've also reserved this because I like how that looks, and I'm anxious to see how that pans out. I also reserved Marvel Zombies versus Army of Darkness because I want to see what the hell that's about. And that's about it. So, yeah, this was a good comic. I like it. Will I buy it? Probably not. I mean, it was cool that I got to read it. I'm very happy I got to read another crossover that's amazing. But I don't need to own it that badly. So, on to the next book.